You want to go together? Dr. Gerhardt.
Are you okay? Maybe you had better take a rest, in case the blow was more severe.
I'm okay.
Zellner, up here!
Come on. I think it came from up there.
Sure, you just wanted to get a breath of fresh air.
Who is that?
Zellner, look who we have here.
Well, if that's not our shadow.
And our stowaway.
Spent any time hiding in a trunk recently?
Me do nothing.
He claims to be part of the crew. Just wanted to get some fresh air.
Of course.
The Baroness won't open the door, sir.
Understood. Take him to the detention cell, Robert.
A stowaway. Was he the one who banged on my head? Maybe.
You were right. There was a stowaway.
Yes, but he can't be the Raven. He's too young.
Right, but that doesn't mean that the Raven isn't lurking here as well.
What?
was that?
A shot!
It
Gunshot!
came from one of the cabins.
The Queen of Hearts? Did something happen to her?
Oh no! Baroness von Trebitz?
Oh no!
Baroness! Open the door!
Oh no! Oh no!
Step aside, please.
She looks like a wax figure.
We have a murder on our hands, gentlemen. Hurry, Zellner. The
Oh.
murderer still has to be nearby.
Death on the Nile, guys.
There's practically no one on deck. Anyone who's outside is a suspect. This time, we'll get him. Zellner, are you okay?
Yes. Come on. We have to.
Zellner? Zellner! Murder!
Wow, surprising turn of events. Huh? Alarm? What now? Fire alarm? Wow, the Queen of Hearts is dead.
Ah, you awake? Sleep well, did you?
I didn't fall asleep voluntarily.
It doesn't matter. We got along just fine without you.
You think so?
Have you arrested anyone yet?
You mean besides the Arab?
He could hardly have committed the murder. You must have been with him when it happened.
We heard the shot on the forecastle. I locked our friend in the detention cell in the cargo hold, and then went up to assist Legrand. You were already sleeping the sleep of the just.
Yeah, it cannot be him, guys. It cannot be the inspector. It cannot be the doctor. But, you know, anything can happen.
Any other suspects?
No. Seconds after the alarm went off, the decks were swarming with frightened passengers.
Yes. A clever way to stay incognito during the commotion.
But we still have our primary suspect, the Raven.
You really think he's returned?
Well, I think that no one knows as much about the Raven as Legrand.
But still, it all seems so incredible. I didn't pass out last night because of the blow to my head, did I?
Seems unlikely. Inspector Legrand thinks you were drugged.
What?
But how?
The champagne?
The champagne.
Who gave you the glass of champagne?
Captain De Conti.
Interesting.
Wow, wow, wow.
It should be possible to find traces of the tranquilizer in the glass.
That is exactly what Legrand is trying to do.
Without a laboratory?
Oh, he's got a lab. His cabin is packed with all the latest forensic stuff. It's quite impressive what the inspector can do.
A competent man, no doubt. And surprisingly well prepared.
And diligent. He's been at it all night with his brushes and tinctures and glasses and everything, working like a man possessed. I wouldn't want to be the Raven now.
What's the state of play? How was the Baroness killed?
The Baroness was shot in the chest at close range. We'll know more once the doc finishes examining the body in the medical center.
And no one saw anything suspicious?
No one saw a shadowy Raven leaving the Baroness's cabin, if that's what you mean. A lot of people heard the gunshot. Inspector Legrand wants to question the passengers again this morning, once they've all calmed down, and he's had a chance to examine the evidence.
I suppose that you and Legrand inspected the crime scene and the surroundings.
Of course, and we already hit the jackpot. The murder weapon.
Really? Where did you find it?
On the gangway. The gangway for boarding the ship folds up and hooks onto the hull when it's not being used. The murderer probably wanted to throw the gun into the sea. He casually dropped it overboard.
But it landed on the gangway.
Bad luck.
But Legrand and I were on the side deck right after the shot. There was no one there.
Maybe the murderer threw the gun away later. We recovered it in the early hours.
I think I'll look for Inspector Legrand now.
Do what you think's best.
You won't get rid of me. I'm here to stay, Constable Oliver.
Be that as it may, Inspector Legrand ordered me to guard the cargo hold with our special guest. That's fine by me. Inspector Legrand may be able to get by without sleep for days on end, but not me. It's not easy playing with the big boys, Constable Zellner.
No, it certainly isn't.
You're talking about yourself, Constable. Right. That is a good description. Anyway, multiple places we can go to, guys. So I don't know. Just go to the to the nearest hotspot. I feel like the gunshot sound could be a delayed sound. I've read enough mystery novels to know that that is possible to delay the gunshots. I'm sure there are ways, multiple ways, to accomplish that interesting task. Okay, so this is the buffet. What happened to the glass? So the inspector took the glass away. The one I drank with last night. I feel like dancing now with the music.
How wonderful. Sunshine and a blue sky above the Mediterranean Sea. It would be a perfect cruise day, if not for the murder.
The after deck. So I don't see any hotspots in here. I do have a key. Oh wait, the key actually minus my points, I remember. But I don't think there are hotspots. Probably not time yet to examine this place. Ooh. Well, the speaker, the gunshot sound. There are speakers everywhere. Look at that, speakers everywhere. The gunshot could be a recording that was played through the speakers. That is very possible. So if that is the case, then the suspects, the possible suspects, also include the people who I was with last night, including the inspector and the constable and the doctor. They are all suspects now, too.
I'd really like to lie in the sun and take a nap, but I don't have time for that at the moment.
Side deck. Well, I guess that's where we go. Oh, I haven't clicked on the speakers, guys. Hold on. Click on the speakers.
These things made quite a racket last night. I couldn't hear myself think.
You mean the music?
No, Jacob. Business before pleasure.
Okay, let's go back here. It's the side deck. Alright, I'm so sorry guys. My chat has frozen. I was wondering why there is no new messages in my chat. But anyway. Kunka5, hello, Ilya, Marilia, Ankita Mondao, welcome everybody, Renata, hello. Hello, Lori, welcome everyone in the chat. I'm sorry I missed all these messages, guys. I don't know why the chat is not working. Talk to Legrand right now. Ray, I think I missed that. I'm doing fine. Oh, thank you. Boom! Hello everybody in the chat. Examine the globe twice. The globe? What globe? The globe? Hope everyone is doing well this Sunday morning. The fresh deck. I'm not familiar with all these names on a ship.
I suppose the life jackets are stowed there, close to the railing, close at hand in case of emergency. I hope I don't find myself needing a life jacket.
So, all the hotspots here, I feel like I have to click on them 2 times. Like what Ray said here in the chat. Every single item, they have different descriptions. So forecastle is that way. Let's go back into the ship, guys. This globe? Oh, there's a globe here. Thank you very much, Ray.
An antique wooden globe. If Galileo hadn't asserted himself back then, this would be a flat disk now. The globe nicely shows that 4/5 of the Earth's surface is covered by water. Looking out the window, I'd call that an understatement.
Oh, okay, hotspots removed. Okay, so I have to exhaust the clicking, guys. And that will also remove the hotspot. That's good to know. Is that the Queen of Hearts room right here? The doctor should be inside.
The cabin was sealed. I'm pretty sure the seal doesn't have any legal relevance here on the open sea, but I'm still dependent on Legrand letting me join his team. I better not blow it by breaking his seal without permission. I better ask Legrand for permission first. My investigations would be much more difficult if he were upset with me because of such things.
So is the doctor not inside? Examining the body right now. Okay, what happened to the second door? Hold on. Can we get to the second door? I cannot even go to the other side. Okay, I want to know who resides in the next apartment or compartment. Okay, let's go downstairs, guys. MS Lydia.
A model of the Lydia before it was rebuilt. It used to be a freighter. The wide hallways, the cabins, and the saloon were added later.
Okay, hotspot is gone.
A pitiful attempt to make the interior of the ship seem less dreary. A bit of paint on the walls would have helped more, especially since a plant won't survive long without daylight. There are little stones in the flower pot.
Ooh. Pebbles.
Not only does the poor plant have to make do without sunlight, it doesn't have any soil either.
Maybe it's a fake plant? It's a plastic plant. I can take some stones.
Really? What am I supposed to do with stones?
I don't know, but I want them.
Although, sooner or later.
You never know. Medical center. That's where the doctor is, guys. So the body is probably inside?
An evacuation plan? And some tips from the doctor for avoiding seasickness, sunburn, and the like. And here, a schedule of activities. A drink with the captain, a shuffleboard competition on the forecastle. And that's about it. A real barrel of fun.
Come in.
Oh, the dead body is here.
Hello, Dr. Gebhardt.
And there's the next one.
Excuse me?
You want something else from me, don't you?
I'm afraid I do.
What a first day at work. Well,
Oh, you're wearing a ship uniform. Oh, okay. So you're the ship doctor? I missed that, guys. I forgot. So you're working here on board. Ah, I get it now. You're wearing a uniform. Because you're working.
What's the result of your examination of the victim?
she's dead.
I didn't make you work all night long, Dr. Gebhardt.
She was shot. Point-blank shot. Probably with a pistol. It seems like she was lying in bed. The shot struck her heart. She died immediately.
One shot?
More were unnecessary. And we only heard one shot, no?
And there's just one entrance wound.
Just one.
I am told that I was drugged.
That's how it seems.
What can you tell me about it?
Me? Why should that be my business?
Haven't you analyzed the glass?
No, I haven't. The inspector said he's the better chemist. I let him do it. That way I could at least concentrate on the body.
What about the Baroness?
Do you think the Baroness might have been drugged? She was very tired and unsteady when Legrand and I saw her.
Yeah, I heard about that. I must have just missed her in the saloon. And without having seen her myself, it is hard to make a diagnosis.
Of course. Can you say something about her general health?
She was quite overweight, and the butler said that she suffered from diabetes. Despite that, she hadn't visited a doctor for several years.
Doesn't sound good.
Happens more frequently than you might suppose. Some people are scared of doctors and pay with an early death. It is possible that the Baroness wouldn't have lived much longer anyway.
Okay. Maybe we drank from the same bottle too, guys. The drug champagne.
Do you know whose glass I drank from?
What do you mean?
Captain de Conti handed me a glass of champagne. But where did he get it?
I
Oh.
don't know. Did you ask him?
I'm just asking because you were also in the saloon when the champagne was served.
Yes, but I only entered the saloon a few seconds before you did. I didn't manage to get a drink myself.
Which, in retrospect, is lucky.
Ah, you're right about that.
So it's possible that the captain handed me the Madame's glass where she drank from last night. The same glass.
Have you already removed the bullet?
Did Legrand send you? What is that Frenchman's problem? I already told you. I will get in touch as soon as I have it. That is also what I told the constable. who he kept sending all night long, once I finally got rid of Legrand himself.
Did he look over your shoulder?
He probably wanted to take the scalpel from my hand and hack away himself. But this is my surgery, and I will not let amateurs interfere with my work.
That's understandable. How much longer will it take?
I have just finished. Send my regards to His Majesty.
Thanks. I think that's it for now.
No. That is it for now, then, and later. I'm going to lie down for a few hours. Can you tell that to your boss?
But
Well.
could I at least have the key?
Absolutely not.
But if we have to examine the victim again...
Then the esteemed inspector knows where to find me. In my cabin. In bed. Good night, Constable Zellner.
Wow, he looks distressed, guys. So the body is alone now inside the doctor's office. Let's examine the log. I want to go back in.
Neither Dr. Gebhardt nor Constable Oliver can keep up with Legrand's pace. But in contrast to good old Robert, the doctor doesn't let himself get roped in for the long haul. I wonder what would happen if Legrand dragged him out of bed for another investigation.
Ooh, that's what I want to witness. Examine the lock. Examine the
Dr.
lock.
Gebhardt locked the door, and until I have good reason, I won't wake him up. Something tells me that he wouldn't be amused.
I don't have to wake him up. I can just go in by myself. Find a way to picklock the door. I want to look at the body. Okay. Legrand's cabin. Oh.
That is Legrand's cabin.
His cabin is right next to the medical office, guys.
Come in.
Oh, wait, you know what? I need to examine the note. Wait, hold on.
Ah, Zellner, are you ready?
Good morning,
No, I'm not.
Inspector Legrand.
No, I'm not ready.
My head is pounding, but I think I'm okay.
Chloral hydrate.
Oh.
That's why you have a headache. I found traces of it in your champagne glass.
Okay. I have not examined the note, guys. Darn it. Can I go back outside? I forgot to examine that note.
What have you found out so far?
The Baroness was shot in the chest at close range. We heard the shot. The murderer quickly fled the cabin and dropped the murder weapon over the railing later. A simple story so far.
But why was her cabin door locked?
Exactly. If the murderer wanted to make it seem like a suicide, he'd have shot her in the head and left the gun at the crime scene.
And if it was murder, why did he go to all the trouble of locking the door from inside? And how did he manage that anyway?
Especially since we arrived just a few seconds later and didn't see anyone near the cabin.
Something doesn't make sense here.
No, it doesn't, and it's driving me crazy.
Because the gunshot sound is fake. That's not the real shot.
Did you find the murder weapon?
On the gangway on the side of the ship. I suspect the murderer tried to drop it into the sea. He would have stood close to the railing to let it fall unseen.
And since he doesn't know the ship, he had bad luck and dropped it right onto the gangway.
Indeed. And do you find that probable?
Not a bit.
Neither do I.
I think he dropped it there on purpose, guys. He just wanted to challenge us. You know? There's a reason why the gun is there.
What kind of a gun is it?
A pistol. A Luger 08.
Antique.
Manufactured 1,000,000 times during and after the First World War. Austrian model. The owner is David Kreutzer, the violinist. We found him tonight totally drunk on the bow of the ship. He confirmed that it's his gun. But
Oh.
he claims that it was stolen from him.
Fingerprints?
Nothing. But it's worth mentioning that the clip was missing 2 bullets.
And it's definitely the murder weapon.
The ballistic tests are incomplete. Actually, I've been waiting far too long for the bullet recovered from the corpse. Pay the good doctor a visit, Zellner, and see that he does his job.
About the bullet, here it is.
Excellent. Give
Oh,
it
that's the bullet, huh? Oh, I've not examined it,
as I
guys.
suspected. A 7.65 Parabellum Luger.
Don't you want to examine it in more detail?
When I have time. For now, though, we can assume that we have the murder weapon. There can't be too many antique Luger 08 pistols on board.
May I take a look at the Baroness's cabin?
We already searched it thoroughly.
Sure. But what about now, by daylight?
Yes, fine, it can't hurt. Here, take this with you.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'll let you know if I find anything important.
But only then, please. I'm very busy.
Of course.
Do you mind me searching your compartment, Inspector? I want to search your compartment. So, we haven't seen the violinist in a very long time, guys. We haven't seen him last night. During all the commotion, where is he?
Do you believe the violinist?
He'll be the first person I question. He claims he can't remember anything from the last few hours. Says he drank a bottle of schnapps.
He was on the train and he doesn't have an alibi. His drunkenness could be a smokescreen.
He fits the profile. He travels a lot, has access to high society. Could be interesting.
I wonder where his cabin is. Want to pay him a visit.
And this chloral hydrate?
Is a tranquilizer. Can be dissolved in alcohol. The effect begins in minutes and lasts for hours. Who gave you the glass of champagne?
Captain DeConti. Not sure. Is there a reason to lie right now?
I believe it was Captain DeConti.
If believing were enough for us, we'd have become priests, Constable. Be a policeman and find out for sure.
Understood.
Well, I'm glad that we actually have objectives now. He is ordering us around, but... At least we are doing something, right?
You think that the jewel thief is the murderer?
Our friend would have needed another key to open the safe and steal the second eye. The one the Baroness was carrying. At least, that's what we implied.
What do you mean?
The Baroness was famous for her forgetfulness. I convinced her to give me the third key. It seems safer for the eye.
The thief searches the Baroness's cabin looking for the third key.
She returns from the saloon earlier than expected.
Surprises him, and he can't allow her to identify him.
He imprisons her until the coast is clear, and then shoots her.
And thus, the thief becomes a murderer.
But still doesn't have all the keys.
Interesting, guys. So the inspector has the third key.
Are you sure that there's no bomb inside this time?
Professor Lucien locked it in front of an audience, and it will be opened for the first time in Cairo.
Let's hope so.
It would take hours to crack it, and you'd need heavy machinery.
Or the keys.
Or the 3 keys, that's right.
Do you really think that the Raven is behind all this?
He wrote the letter that was on the safe in the train. Without the letter, we wouldn't have opened the safe, and the bomb wouldn't have exploded.
But it doesn't seem like him, does it? The Raven was famous in part because he never hurt anyone, much less killed anyone, during a burglary.
It's his handwriting, and he called me Nico. No one else does that. I chased that man across Europe for years. It is him. It has to be him.
But the evidence...
Enough.
I'll be on my way. I want to find out who gave me the drugged champagne.
Good idea.
Inspector Legrand, are you okay? Maybe you should take a break.
I can sleep once I've caught the Raven. Goodbye, Constable.
be seeing you.